Hello, library friends. This is Miss Kristen here for another week of art. Today we are going to be making a lion painting using just paper, plastic bags, some scissors, and some markers and a sponge. So go ahead and get a small sheet of paper, get a sponge, even a bit of a sponge, and you want to go ahead and get it kind of wet, not super wet, but kind of wet. Put that off to the side. You don't want your picture getting wet. Scissors, washable markers, and a Sharpie, and a plastic bag. Once you have all those supplies, come on back and get ready for our awesome science video. So I'm going to go ahead and start by just making my drawings, and then I'm going to get into the fun cutting and painting bits. So your paper's going to go up and down for a tall lion. And with my Sharpie, if you want to use a pencil first, fine. Totally up to you. I just like using Sharpies. In the middle, I'm going to draw a line across. And then 2 ears. Curve. Curve. And then a big line going down and out and in. Down and out and in. And oh, this is a bigger face than the other one. That's okay. I'm going to curve across the bottom. All right, now a lion has a nose that's pretty broad and close to the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line in the middle or the bottom. And it's a little bit like a rounded upside down triangle or a Hershey kiss. I'm going to go down and in, curve down and in to a nice little point, and a line down. Okay? Looks a little bit like a bear now, but don't worry, we'll turn him into a lion. Curve around for the muzzle on both sides. And then they have a very strong brow, or the part where their nose meets their forehead. So I'm going to go up and in, up and in. All right. And for our eyes, they're really just 2 circles. This is very cartoon kind of lion. And if you want, you can color them in mostly black, or you can do the kawaii eye style, which is just 2 curves. The rest is black to make it shinier. It's up to you. Alrighty. And I'm going to give mine eyebrows. Saying, hey, what's going on? Inside of the ear is just upside down U with the line across. Same thing on the other side. And I call this a line because instead of just drawing a regular mane, we're doing different kinds of lines going out from the middle. So we can start with a diagonal line, or straight lines that go out at an angle. We can do a couple more diagonals. We can do a horizontal line, which is a line going straight across. And then we can do a vertical line, which is going straight up and down. There's lots of other kinds of lines. We can do loop-de-loo lines, which are like swirly ones. I love doing loop-de-loos. Now these ones, it's all about the shape, not the direction, because it's a loop-de-loo no matter where it's going. Yeah, all right. We can do some wavy lines. Gentle wave. Wavy lines are very calm, like the waves at the ocean. We can do some zigzag lines, which are super intense and spiky. Looks like our lion has a crazy mane going on. We could even do what I call castle lines. Just horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical, all the way out. And see, it looks a little bit like the top of a castle. That's why I call them castle lines. So we could do one of those, 2 of those, 3 of those, or you can just combine different kinds of lines. Like you could do spiky and then straight. You can do wavy and then spiky. You can do loop-de-loos, any kind of line. So we're just filling in the space, giving it lots and lots of design to make it look cool and a little bit crazy and abstract. Abstract meaning not totally realistic, because you're not going to meet a lion with hair just like this guy, right? I don't think so. Whoa, this is all over the place kind of line. All right, so now that I got my basic drawing done, and I have plenty of paper down here to deal with the water, I'm going to go ahead and use the scissors to cut my bag. Actually, I don't have to cut it, but I think I want to just cut off the top so I don't get any bumps. And wherever I place my bag is where I'm going to be able to get marker on it. So just pay attention to where you're placing the bag. You can do it more than once. It's going to be kind of like a print. You're going to transfer your marker from here to here. All right, now you pick your colors of your lion. I just used all warm colors, reds, oranges, yellows for this first one. So I'm going to do the opposite with this guy. I think, well, I may want a pink. I'm going to give him a pink face and purple and blue mane just to have some fun with it. So generally in the middle on the bag, I'm going to go ahead and color. Don't worry that it's not sticking. That's part of the deal. Color very generously with your washable marker. It's really important that it's washable, otherwise this won't work. Go ahead and do your other colors. I usually like to do the lightest color in the middle and then darker colors on the outside like a lion would, and so we can see the face really clearly. But it's totally up to you how you want to do it. This is your lion, your project. You figure out what you like. Sometimes it's fun to do this a couple different times to see what it looks like. And each time you do it, it's going to be a little different. All right, so I got this nice and colored up and wet. I'm going to put it off to the side just for a minute. Then I'm going to take my little piece of paper and my damp sponge or my wet sponge, and I'm going to place it all over my paper, trying to get the paper really, really wet. You can see how wet it is with that sponge. All right, now that that's nice and done and wet, I'm going to go ahead, take my bag, place it on top, and press down. Kind of rub it all over it. This is why I got extra paper that I don't worry about getting dirty. Peel it up. Ooh. Press again on the top. Fill in that extra space. Ooh, I like it. Now, if you think it's a little bit too black and white, you can blend it a little bit with your sponge. Kind of smooth that out a little bit. Or you can take your colors again on your bag and place it again. But I kind of like the idea that there's a little bit of white on there. That way it looks like it was printed and painted and not like we actually used marker. Isn't that so cool? Such an easy technique. The stuff you have around your house. I hope you enjoy doing our latest art project. I'd love to see what they look like. If y'all want to bring them by or post pictures of them and tag the library, that would be awesome. If not, don't you forget to be awesome. I hope you're having a wonderful summer, and goodbye.